somebody who is a fat, lazy slob at home is also probably useless and unproductive at work. And so the same thing is vice versa. If you're useless and kind of unproductive at work, I bet you go home and stay up and play video games and hang out by yourself. I'm not saying that that's bad or that this is bad if you want to live that lifestyle. I'm saying that you watching this probably really want to have an engaging, fulfilling, meaningful relationship with other people. And if you do that in one area, you get better at it in the other. Hey guys, this is the Viking with Aggressively Balanced. We got a couple of questions today. He's gonna ask me, this is my man Matt. I'm just gonna go through off the top of my head and see what I can give you.
All right, we are gonna start today with the Department of Government Efficiency held by Elon Musk. Let's give your opinions on that.
Okay, so this is a new thing. There's a whole new position. This is Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, which is supposed to be held by Elon Musk. I don't know exactly how that'll pan out because they haven't started it yet. But here's the hot take. I can't believe we don't have something like this already, right? How is there not a regulatory part of our government that lets us know that every sector of our government is being ran efficiently? So I know that you guys heard about this where it's like the 6th year in a row that the Pentagon just lost $500 billion or $600 billion. And when I say lost, I mean at the end of the year, when they have a budget report, they can't even show where the money went. So, you know, you think about something like the Pentagon, sure, obviously, they've probably got some kind of secret stuff they got to put money into, but you got to line item that. You got to say, hey, here's a bunch of money that went to stuff we can't tell everybody about because it's top secret. But just at the end of the year going, I don't know. Well, you can't do that. That's fucking insanity. Or how much money the EPA spends or where this money goes. Like, I think a lot of times what we do is we create these government agencies because we have like our hearts in the right place. What we want is the Environmental Protection Agency. And so this is a side that the liberals fight for a lot, which is a good thing. This is a thing that the conservatives should be like, hey, clean water and clean air is a good fucking idea. Let's have somebody that upholds those standards and does that shit the right way. But then like anything, people are inefficient and people, you know, have their own desires that they want to be able to accomplish. And so what happens is we end up in these organizations spending money on things that don't help clean air, don't help clean water. They end up going back into the money of other businesses that shouldn't be there to begin with. And we need oversight to just look at those things. I don't think anybody on planet Earth would think that making sure that your money is spent efficiently is a bad thing. I would be hard pressed to hear an argument against that. All right, down one. What do you got for me?
Absolutely. And speaking of our livelihoods and our money, let's talk about your thoughts on any type of work-life balance, if that's possible.
Okay, work-life balance. Here's my take on it. I think that is an extremely weird question to ask. First position would be saying work-life balance would imply that they are two different things. I'm gonna give you an analogy right now. I'm sitting over here working my fucking ass off, going through meetings, training people, doing everything we need. I've got my dog right here, right? Does that mean because I'm petting my dog this second that all of a sudden it's not work or balanced correctly? I think that people do this weird thing that like work is one thing and then life is another thing. No, you are alive while you're at work. Just do work that is also engaging and purposeful and fun and great for you. You do not have to segment the two. I think that this is the part that I get in an argument with a lot of people about is like, they think that I work too much or that like the American lifestyle is too centered around work. And it's like, it might be for you, that's fine. But for me, I like talking to people. I like working with people. I like solving problems with other people. It is not exciting for me to go sit on a beach for 8 hours. I know for some people that's your dream and that's great, but I think that even you would fucking get bored doing that. I think that what keeps all of us alive is finding problems, creating new, interesting ways to solve them with teams of people, creating new products, creating new processes, and like working as a team to be able to accomplish a goal. Like that's why sports are so great. That's why we do come out with new products and services. We view like economy and money as bad, but at the end of the day, it is just solving problems for people. And so I love fucking doing that. I would just get rid of the idea of work-life balance. Second thing I will say about it is work-life balance is a dumb concept because it means that if you have one, it takes away from the other. And that's not how it works. They are additive. They work together synergistically. The better that you show up at work for people around you, the better you will show up for your friends and your family because you learn the skill to be able to be present, be in the moment, be able to engage with other people, to ask questions. Somebody who is a fat, lazy slob at home is also probably useless and unproductive at work. And so the same thing is vice versa. If you're useless and kind of unproductive at work, I bet you go home and stay up and play video games and hang out by yourself. I'm not saying that that's bad or that this is bad if you want to live that lifestyle. I'm saying that you watching this probably really want to have an engaging, fulfilling, meaningful relationship with other people. And if you do that in one area, you get better at it in the other. There you go.
And to wrap this up, let's talk about people's long-term goals.
Okay.
How does that directly correlate with that balance?
So like anybody's long-term goal? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I always say this is like my little purview into it, is that you've got to establish your purpose, why you're doing what you do. You've got to establish your values. So that means, how do I go about doing it? What is like the parameters and rules that I play in? And then a vision. Where does the whole thing go to? And so that's the same for your work, right? Is there purpose behind my work? Am I doing it for more than just money? Is there an intrinsic motivation in it? Then the values are like, well, are you okay with like being a stock trader? To me, that's kind of out of my values. I'm not saying that it's bad. It's just I don't value trading money because I just don't find it interesting. For me, it's not problem solving. I like creating products and, working with people and solving problems for them. I enjoy that. So again, values are just about like what is valuable to you and what do you appreciate and respect and playing with those within those boundaries. And then vision is, well, where do you want it to go? Like, what do you want it to accomplish? And again, for me, the vision is, can I create something that stays around after I die? And so, it's not about like making money or doing whatever. Those things you have to do. But I want to be able to create an organization that even if I'm not there, other people were able to take over and lead it and solve more problems and help more people. And that is like the vision for me, right? Does it last after I die? Okay, so I will talk about this. It is Thanksgiving tomorrow, so everybody has like this kind of time going on. By the time you watch this, Thanksgiving will probably have already happened, but let's take this as a holiday thing. Don't ever feel pressured to have to go do something. So I am not close with a lot of my family. I'm close with some, very few. And I feel absolutely zero obligation to go and see them. Now, if you do, that's fine. That's great. That's awesome. But for me, I have really learned that I am not going to do anything that I am pressured into doing because somebody else wants me to do it. Like, let's say in a relationship, right? If they want to spend time with me, right, they want to, I will, but I also have to want to do that too. And then I just find the right person and then spending time together is fucking awesome. But let's say like with a family situation where you're getting hassled about like being there on time and being at this place, and you got to fly out of town, and you got to go do this and that. And you kind of think to yourself, like, oh, I fucking hate going to these. And it's like, well, why are you going? What is the point? I have family members that try to get me to go to it, and like, I'm just not going to do it. And it's not because I don't like them. It's not because I hate them. It's because I have one life, and I'm going to do the things that I want to do that I find that are productive, that are helpful, that are engaging, that give me energy. And so, doing that with some family members for me is just not impactful. And I want you to know, if you're watching this, you don't have to either. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. And if on Thanksgiving you want to go to a Chinese restaurant with your girlfriend and spend some alone time away from your family, go and do it. Go make your own family tradition. Make it your own thing and make it important for you. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, do all of the things for me. Genuinely the biggest one though, if you connected with one of the pieces on here, send it to a friend. Let them know that there's other people that think the same way. That would mean a lot to me. I appreciate, and I'll see you next time.